It's a secure process. And right now, I just to read the decision of the Walt Disney Company and the letter of Alec Lipkind sent at my old lawyer from France, Stephane Drai, will quit me after this response. So, are you ready, guys? Where we go? And I quote, April 22, 2011. Dear Mr. Drai, as I said, I would in my April 14 letter, I write in the first draft the response to your April 8, 2011 letter to Stephanie Williams. I have carefully reviewed the claims in your letter and nonetheless found them to be without merit. To the extent I understand Mr. Biuskaile's assertions, he seems to suggest that Riordan had access to and copied from Mr. Biuskaile's work. However, your letter provides no evidence for these claims. For example, it does not explain how Mr. Riordan could have obtained access to the Sky Roses. It also ignores the public records from the United States Library of Congress, copies enclosed, that reflect that Hyperion published The Lightning Thief, the first book in the Percy Jackson Olympia series, on June 28, 2005, well before the September 16, 2005, and September 22, 2006 registration and publication dates that you note for Mr. Biuskaile's The Sky Roses. Simply put, these public records and the information you provide make plain that Mr. Riordan wrote and Hyperion published The Lightning Thief before your client even registered his book, much less publicly disseminated it. Moreover, even assuming for the sake of argument that Mr. Riordan could have accessed the Sky Rose before your client registered it, your letter fails to detail any legally meaningful similarities between Mr. Biuskaile's book and Mr. Riordan's. Vague generalities of the type you reference are of no legal import. In sum, your letter presents no basis for any cognizable legal claim under any theory against Mr. Riordan or Hyperion. I trust this letter ends the matter. If not, I would ask that you contact me directly to discuss it further. Thank you for your courtesy. Sincerely, Alec, Mr. Lipkind. And Mr. Drai never contacted Mr. Lipkind for justify or harassing Walt Disney. In my pleasure. This is just with this computer that I read the response to letter of the Walt Disney Company. And below, because by attachment index and exhibit, he joined the public catalog, copyright catalog, search request, left ensure name and Riordan Rick, copyright number, data, reproaching full title, and this is only to enumerate the concept of deposit copyright of Riordan. But the problem exists of that situation, because if you just take a look here, the image that you won't see better, because Christian Michael, the Walt Disney Company, he is the man on investigations of that. And I don't understand, I suppose it's a conspiracy anymore, and guys, they're corrupt. You know what? I have to call an attorney at law at Beverly Hills, guys, and he asserts that the Walt Disney Company disposed to war a machine, a soldier of defense, It's just a war, a machine, and a target. After target, they crush everybody. And only they stay around the shadow of justice laws, and because they are the money, they believe only just, or they are above of justice. But above of them, he exists the God justice. And if you look another example. Okay, I quote: tip of work text registered at TX 00006214387/2005 0706. Titled The Lighting Thief, Riordan, edition first, Imprint, New York, Miramax Books, c. 2005. Description: 377 pounds, and series 7 page, and Percy Jackson and the Olympians, and I apologize to you, but if you look at this, Riordan, date of creation 2005, and I have on Wikipedia source 2006, and Amazon.ca. And on Amazon.ca, this is a website to purchase, and you see only the difference of to data register, because Percy Jackson 19 Thief, the first book series, his accomplishment 2006 really, but Alec Lipkind is just a corrupt man. And yesterday I have to send a new inquiry at the Walt Disney Company, and I disseminate that anywhere. And I suggest you, fans of negotiations process is failure, you know the choice only and successfully, you know a background to anymore, and you don't care if it's legal or not. You don't care, because if you have a day in my situation desperately, and claim and threats and claims, and I am innocent, and if you have a feeling a day to an injustice, please try to understand me, because I'm sincere with you. I'm sincere. And so if you consider the opportunity that Olivier Coipel is a French graphist, he's put a scenario, I have to send him an email. Take a look on bdamateur.com, because on forums and on websites, certainly, he just defamatory act. And defamatory, that only me, because I'm a victim of attacks. And I know right of justice, and recognize the truth. But I imagine sincerely After have that you vision any videos than me, you realize only I am a victim to a conspiracy and a silence only for expression. Because the truth is a freedom expression.